Right now, your CV might be stronger than your LinkedIn, and that is a problem because recruiters are checking your LinkedIn before they decide whether to call you. Today, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to audit your LinkedIn profile the way a recruiter sees it, find the weak spots, and start fixing them. This tip works whether you're moving from a care or warehouse role into office job, or you're already in a professional role and aiming higher. This is day 8 of the 30-day AI Job Upgrade Challenge. I still remain Eric, an AI specialist and founder of the AI Vision Consulting. In day 7, we built an AI job search system using Notion and AI agents so you can track your roles and applications properly. Today, we plug LinkedIn into that system because LinkedIn is where recruiters search and where they check if your story makes sense to them. And let's start with how recruiters are actually using LinkedIn in 2026. Recruiters are using LinkedIn search and filter to hunt for candidates with specific job titles, skills, and keywords. They look at 3 things very quickly: your headline, your about section, and the first 2 roles in your experience. If those 3 sections do not clearly match the roles they're hiring for, they move on. They do not have time to guess. The good news is that we can use ChatGPT to see your profile the way they do. Now, step 1 is to get your profile content into ChatGPT. So for that, you click your profile, click on More, save to PDF, or simply copy your headline, about section, and the experience section for your last 2 or 3 rows into a document. Then paste that into ChatGPT. Now we run the first prompt, which is the recruiter's mode audit. This is based on a pattern that has gone viral on LinkedIn in 2026 for fixing profiles with a handful of prompts. Let me jump into my laptop to show you exactly how it is done. So the first thing is to click on your profile. So once you click on your profile picture, you'll see the option to click on View Profile. And once you click on View Profile, and the next thing will be for you you'll see these 3 dots on the side of View My Portfolio. So you click on these 3 dots on the side. So once you click on this, you can scroll down to Save to PDF. So this is where you save your profile to PDF. So I just click that, and that would automatically save them. It's downloaded to my system. So I can just double click. You can either download that, which is the easiest method, or you can just go through and copy everything you have on your profile. But it's a lot easier for you to just download that instead of just trying to copy and paste it on the Word document. So once you've done that, we'll need to go to ChatGPT to upload that document you've downloaded. So now we'll go to our prompt library and I'll give you the exact prompt that you can use for this. So this is based on a pattern that has gone viral on LinkedIn in 2026 for fixing profiles with a handful of prompts. So I'll just give you the exact prompt that we can use to fix this. Now let's go back to our prompt library that I'll be using all this while. So this is the first prompt I'll be using for today. So the prompt says, act like a hiring manager in targeted industry or role. For example, public sector, digital delivery, or project management, depending on which role you're targeting and which sector you're looking at as well. Here is my current LinkedIn profile content. You can either paste that or you attach that. So the prompt continues. It says, tell me in brutal honesty what is weak, vague, or missing in my headline, about section, top 2 roles in experience. Tell me what kind of person my current profile looks like I'm ready for. Role, level, and type. Tell me what kind of roles I say I want in my headlines about and whether my experience actually supports that. List the top 10 keywords and phrases that recruiters in this field are probably searching for that do not appear clearly in my profile. So now, what we're going to do, we'll copy this prompt and we'll go to ChatGPT. So I'll open ChatGPT again and let's just start a new chat. So I'll just paste that prompt here. Now this target role, I'll just take this out. So let's just say I'm looking at public sector, digital delivery. I'll take this role out. Hiring manager in public sector, digital delivery, which is fine. So because I downloaded it, I'll just take this out. I just add attached here. I just open this to attach the file. I have it somewhere profile, so I just attach that here. Okay, so let's just allow it to upload. Okay, so now it has been attached. I'll send And what would happen is that ChatGPT will go through my profile and give me a honest comparison based on how it thinks that I qualified for any role that has to do with digital. So it says, I'm comparing your profile against what a hiring manager in public sector digital delivery would actually infer from it. And I'm checking current role language, so the keyword gaps are grounded, not guessed. So now it's coming up with something. Let's just wait for it to finish and see what it comes up with. So it says, here is the blunt hiring manager read. Your profile currently looks like someone who is smart, energetic, AI savvy, and commercially minded, but not yet fully credible as a senior public sector digital delivery leader. The main problem is not lack of substance, it is signal control. That's the key word, signal control. You're trying to position yourself as a strategic portfolio leader, but parts of the profile still read like a mix of Scrum Master, automation enthusiast, web freelancer, and general digital operator, rather than one clear public sector digital delivery professional. Now, this is a honest, brutal feedback from ChatGPT. And that's true. That's exactly what I have on my profile. So once you have your profile added to this prompt, you will see how it's to be able to go through your profile and tell you exactly what is missing, what you're doing wrong, and why it is weak. So it says your headline, what is weak, vague, or missing. Headline says, deliver 30% faster project with AI plus Agile. AI Digital Portfolio Manager. So it says what is weak is AI Digital Portfolio Manager is not a standard hiring label. It sounds self-invented. Okay. Recruiters usually search for terms like delivery manager, senior delivery manager, portfolio manager, which is very true. Okay, it's oversells speed and AI before grounding you in. So basically, it's just going through my profile, and that is what it will do for you as well. If you have your profile attached to this prompt, it will go through your profile, give you a honest feedback about what you're doing wrong, and what is weak about your profile, what is vague about your profile, what is missing about your profile. So with that, you know how to rewrite your profile. If you don't have any LinkedIn presence at all, this is an opportunity for you to be able to create that presence on LinkedIn, to create your own profile. Or if you have a profile that has not been updated for years, this is an opportunity for you to update that profile, and this will help you get the attention of different hiring managers in that particular role you're looking for. So that is it. Say then top 2 roles in experience. Okay, so it also looks at the top 2 roles that I have in experience and looks at how it's strong and how it's weak. So that is basically what it does, and it gives you what is missing and what you need to add to it, and also gives you a good example on how to be able to rewrite your profile to make it look better. So that's basically it. Now, so looking at what comes up back, ChatGPT will be very direct if you ask it to. It might say your headline is just a job title and does not signal value. So that's exactly what it has given me. So it might also say that your about section is too generic, talking about being hardworking and passionate instead of describing specific problems you solved. And it will also often show a mismatch between what you say you want and what your experience actually proves. Exactly what it also gave me here. So this is your reality check. Now we have to fix this, and we'll take this one piece at a time. First, we'll look at the headline on how to fix the headline, because your headline is not just your job title. It's a mini billboard for recruiters and for LinkedIn search. It should say who you are, what kind of work you do, and where you're going next. So now let's look at the next prompt we'll be using to write or to rewrite the headline. So this is the second prompt. So let's copy this prompt. So I'll copy, and I'll go back to ChatGPT, and I'll paste this as well. So paste the JD or summary. So let's see, let's just assume, let me look for a JD that I would want to apply for. So let's see. Okay, let me just go for this project manager role. Let's just do retail portfolio solution. And where's the job description? So I'll just copy this about the job, and let's scroll down. This is it. Copy back to ChatGPT, and I'll paste this here. Okay, so that's fine. So let's crack on and let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so I just give it some time for it to think, do its thing, and give us what it thinks is best. Okay, so it's in my honest view for this AON rule, you should not pretend you already have commercial insurance product management experience in the headline. If you do not have it, that would weaken credibility. So this is also being honest with you, telling you not to try to lie or make up experience that you don't have. This is how it gives you a proper headline. So which of them you think is suitable, which of them you think is better, you can always just copy any of them and go back to your LinkedIn and update that. So that is just for you to go through and say, okay, which do you think you prefer? Okay, so the best thing for you to do is just to pick the one that feels closest to you and then tweak it slightly in your own words. Remember, AI is here to give you good starting points and not to replace your voice. Okay, so the next thing will be the about section. And most about sessions are either empty or just repetition of your CV. So what we want is for you to be able to tell a short story, like where you're coming from, the kind of problems you solve, and the roles you're now targeting. So we use a different prompt for that. And I'll also go back to the prompt again. So this third prompt will be what we use for this role. Okay, so let's copy that and go back to our ever reliable ChatGPT. So I'll paste that, and I'll also go back to copy that role. Copy the role again, go back to the prompt and paste that. Yeah. Okay, so now let's run and let's see what it comes up with. Remember, before this stage, you also still have to copy which of them you prefer, which of these headlines you prefer. So any of them, let's say if you prefer to use this, you copy this, you go back to your LinkedIn profile, and so you come back to your LinkedIn profile and you click on this pencil icon. So this pencil icon helps you or takes you into the edit mode for you to be able to change some things and work on your profile. So this is where you paste that headline. You just highlight everything, delete what you have, and you paste what you prefer, what it has given you already. So you paste that. And the good thing now is that LinkedIn also have the option for you to write with AI, but this comes with a premium cost. So for those that are not premium subscribers, might not have the option to do that. But you don't need to do that. Since you already written that with ChatGPT, just highlight this and paste that. And that is that. Let's see. Okay, so once that is done, then you save and you go back to ChatGPT. So let's see what it has come up with. Okay, so this is what it has come up with for the about section. It says, here is a strong LinkedIn about section you can use. We'll bring in that. If you want, I can now turn this into more tailored versions, specifically for. So basically, it has gone ahead to help me write that. And at the end, it says, I'm now targeting products manager, digital products, and delivery manager roles. So you see how we transition from where I was and to where I'm heading to. First of all, explain the role, currently what I'm doing, and it's okay, now I'm targeting these particular roles. So that way, these are keywords that are already on your profile. These keywords on your about page. So once any recruiter search the word product manager, delivery products, delivery manager, all this keyword also helps you to pop up in the search. So with that, even if it did not apply for the role, Once you have this keyword embedded in your profile, it makes it a lot easier for them to find you easily. So once you go through it, read it out, and it's good and it sounds like you copy and do the same thing as well. Do not paste this straight into your LinkedIn profile. Read it out loud. Remove any sentences that do not sound like you. Adjust phrases so they match how you normally speak. It's very important. The civil service and most employers want authenticity, and AI tool can help you optimize, but you must personalize it. Okay, so finally, the experience section. You started writing your CV in day 3 to day 5 using the XYZ formula. Now, we use some of those bullet points on LinkedIn as well. Recruiters and LinkedIn's own search both care about impact and keywords. Now, let's go to the prompt that we can use to write our experience bullet points. Let's go back to the prompts library. And the prompt says, rewrite this role description for LinkedIn using the XYZ formula. Accomplished X as measured by Y by doing Z. And the target role keywords you already identified. Keep each role to 4 to 6 bullets. Focus on outcomes and do not invent any responsibility or metrics. Then you paste the first bullet point and the role, paste the second bullet point and the role as well. Now, if you missed from day 3 to day 5, where we talked about the XYZ formula, I would suggest you go back and watch those videos. That way you'll be able to understand what this XYZ formula means. Okay, so now for those roles, we have to paste the bullet points for the role. And remember the CV we worked on from day 3 to day 5. So I'll just go back to the example CV that I've been using, but I won't be able to add that to this because it's different from what I've been doing from the start of this video. I've been using my own profile, but if I bring on this CV, which we've been using from day 1, which is for Rebecca Palmer, it's different from what I have. So that might actually contradict what I'm telling the AI. So, but what you basically do is that once you pull up your CV, you copy the experience from the first job. Okay, let me start from here. So I'll copy this from this first job. So I just assume that this is my CV. So what I'll do is that I'll just copy this for the first experience, then come to this role. This is where you paste the first one. You say paste bullet points for role 1. So you copy this and you paste this here. And you go back to the CV, copy the second role with the bullet points, and you go back and paste that here. So the idea is for you to have your experience. You can even as well go back and copy the third one as well if you want. Just for you to have the same experience you have on your CV on your LinkedIn profile as well. So whenever a recruiter looks at your LinkedIn profile, they'll see the updated experience you have on your CV. So it doesn't contradict or it doesn't look different from what you have already. So that also helps to show how credible you are. So I'll just go ahead and paste this third experience as well. Okay, so once I've pasted that, I'll just send that. So basically, it's supposed to help us rewrite those experiences in the LinkedIn format. So once you've copied the best bullet points into your LinkedIn experience, just make sure your job titles and dates matches what you have on your CV, just to keep everything consistent. So now it has been able to write that in the format that you can use on your LinkedIn, which is a bit different from what you have on your CV. Okay, so once you've been able to add your CV here, it gives you these different bullet points, and you can also copy this and update on your LinkedIn. But before then, you should also have copied this and add to the profile. So I just quickly show you where you can paste this. So once you just copy this, remember you have to read this loud to make sure this sounds like you, and make sure there is nothing contradicting your experience on what it has written for you. So I'll just copy from this part. Once you're satisfied with everything, you just copy and you go back to LinkedIn, and on your LinkedIn profile. So on your LinkedIn profile, let's see, this is the About section. So this is where you paste that once it comes up. So this is it. So you just highlight whatever you have here already, highlight, delete everything, and paste what you have from ChatGPT, which is this session, about session. So you paste that. So once you've pasted that, you save that, and that will automatically be saved to your LinkedIn profile. Then you go back to what we just did, which is the job experience session, and also copy this as well. Copy this. And then let's copy, go back to your LinkedIn profile as well. And let's see. So for this experience, you just scroll down on this your LinkedIn profile page. You scroll down to stay the same page. You come down to where you have experience, this experience section. So if it's a new experience, you can just click on this cross button to add a new experience. But if it's an existing experience that you already have, you just click on this pencil icon. And when that opens, so this is where you add the experiences because you already have them. You just have to click on this, click on this. Once you click on this, it opens and you update that with the experience. You update that here and you add the other details to it. Add the other details to it, update the experience, and you save. Once that is done, you go to the next one, add as well. So everything that ChatGPT has written for you here, so long they are the same experience you have on your LinkedIn profile, you update them. But if they are new experiences that you don't have on your LinkedIn profile already, you just have to click on the cross icon. So let's just go back. So for this, you just have to click on this cross icon, add position. So it gives you a new option for you to add new experience. So here you add the title, add the employment type, if it's part-time, full-time, self-employed. Add the name of the company, add if you're still working there. Also add the month you started, the year you started, add the location, add the type, then add the experience. So this is basically how you update your LinkedIn profile with it. Once you're done with it, you click on save. So I'm not going to do that now because I don't need to update. My profile is already updated with my experience. But you can add that if you have not done that yet. Okay, so that is basically all we need to do on this. And remember, just a quick recap, we've been able to update the headline, we've been able to update the about section, and we've also been able to update our experience using AI. And AI has been able to help us to scrutinize and show us the gaps and what is missing, helped us to address that. So we've been able to update that on the profile. Okay, so before we wrap up, let me just quickly add two very important guardrails. First, AI tools like ChatGPT can help you audit, optimize, and add keywords to your profile. But your LinkedIn still has to reflect the truth of your career. You can't invent things or you can't add what is not supposed to be there. Civil service and government guidance are clear that AI should support your thinking and writing, not create false or misleading claims. So if a recruiter calls you tomorrow and asks about anything on your profile, you must be able to talk about it confidently from your own experience. Secondly, so once ChatGPT has suggested improvement, always do a human pass or a human test on it. Read your headline and about section out loud just to make sure they sound like you. Ask yourself, does this actually feel like me? Would my colleagues recognize me from this description? And if the answer is no, you have to edit until it sounds exactly like you. Now here is your action for day 8. Run the recruiter mode audit on your LinkedIn using the prompt I gave you earlier. Update your headline and about section based on the suggestions and rewrite at least one role in your experience using the impact-focused bullets. Then drop a comment below telling me what changed, headline, about, or experience, and what surprised you most about the audit. Tomorrow in day 9, we'll go deeper into the headline and about section using Claude to generate several headline variations and then tailoring them for specific target roles. Make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss a day, and share this with one person whose LinkedIn still looks like a blank CV. And remember, every prompt from this video is going into the AI job search prompt pack that drops at the end of the 30-day challenge. See you on day 9.